ঠিক আছে। সুচিস্মিতা বন্ধ। Hello, students. Am I audible? Hello. Hello. Good morning, Govind. Am I audible? Govind, am I audible to you? Hello. Okay, okay, okay. Let's wait for 2 3 minutes. Let's see. Welcome to Stellar Campus. My name is Kaustav Mandal. I am currently working in Government of India as an officer. I am a pass out of IIT Kharagpur in 2012. Since then, I have been working in the government sector. I have experience of more than 10 years in the government sector. Hello. Yes, Pushti. Is it better now? Don't worry. I will be sharing. I will do screen share. That will be much more clear. Today, I think there is some issue with with my camera laptop with my laptop camera. Uh, I'll be sharing the screen in a short while. I was introducing myself right now. So today I will be not teaching you any subject. Today I will just show you how you can clear JEE mains. JEE mains during my time was used to be called AI if you remember, though you people were way young back then. So it was used to be called AI and JEE was actually now what is called JEE Advanced. The JEE Advanced used to be JEE last during our times, and AI used to be JEE Mains. But now JEE Mains is the one that is takes the entrance for most of the engineering campuses in India, especially the government engineering campus as well as some of the private engineering colleges also, like HBTU Kanpur or your BITS Pilani takes its own exam, but it's almost similar to JEE Mains. There is the NITs are there, which are very good colleges. If you can crack JEE, then NITs are excellent colleges, almost just behind IITs, I will say. They also have a very good placement records. People do go to foreign from their excellent campuses. Then you have BITS Misra, which is again almost equivalent. Then other, like in Delhi, if you are in Delhi, based in Delhi, there are some colleges in Delhi like NSUT Delhi, DTU. They take through JEE Main. So if you are an engineering aspirant, JEE Mains is probably the most important exam for you, and it takes in two sessions. First in January, for example, this session I think is going to start from January 21, and another one is in April, I believe. So the syllabus of JEE Mains, as you people know, is almost very similar to the CBSE syllabus of 11 and 12. So at this point, since January has started, and I hope you all are in 12th, you can, you all are in 12th. So I can, you have almost finished the syllabus, because in my coaching where I teach here, we have already finished the syllabus and we are going through CBSE test series right now. So have you like practiced for JEE? Are you like currently practicing for JEE Mains or joined anywhere for JEE Mains? If you have not, if you have or if you have not, it doesn't matter. We will, this boot camp is to help you and give. Okay, I'm going to share the syllabus first. Uh, Let me see. एक minute. Just. So I'm studying chemistry. Can everybody see it now? Is it is the screen properly showing? Yes, yes. Boards are in Feb. Pushte. I know, I know. Boards are in Feb. I'm, so if you see the syllabus of chemistry, same as that of, you have the concept of atoms, Dalton's atomic theory, mole concept. Then you have the gaseous and liquid states, laws of partial vapor pressure, diffusion of gases, etc. Atomic structure. This was in your 11th class. Energetics again in 11th class. Chemical equilibrium 11th. Electrochemistry 12th. Chemical kinetics 12th. Solid state 11th. And uh, solid state has been removed from CBSE, but this year CBSE solid state has been removed, so it's still there in this JEE Mains. Solutions again 12th. Surface chemistry, adsorption, elemental emulsions 11th. Nuclear chemistry, I think it's in 11th. Yes, this is 11th. 12th, 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 12th. This is 11th. Again 12th. Hybridization and all this 11th and 12th mixed, phenols mixed. You see the syllabus is pretty much जो 11th और 12th में आप लोग पढ़े हो वही चीज़ है, उससे ज़्यादा कुछ केमिस्ट्री में भी है नहीं. Let me show in physics also. Mathematics, I don't teach mathematics. I can show you for physics. Physics, this is 11th. Physics is pretty much very clear syllabus. Better than, in this aspect, it's better than chemistry. It's a much more clearer syllabus. Now about the books, I think most of you are studying from NCRT. Most of you are studying from NCRT right now, or studied the theory from NCRT. If it was earlier, I would have suggested that to take at least one reference book along with the NCRT. What happens in reference book is that they explain the, though it's quite heavy books and it takes time, but they explain the concepts very well. The concepts become much more clearer. In NCRT, what happens is that they explain the concept in 4 lines, 5 lines, 6 lines, give the formula, and then they move on to the another topic. But it doesn't give a very clear idea of what is happening. For example, in chemistry chapter 2, if you are going to study the atomic model, then it is very painful if you study only from NCRT, truth be said. So it's always good to take a reference book along with you, and then study from that reference book. Don't study everything from the reference book. Take what is given in the NCRT in the syllabus, then try to clear the concepts from the reference book. There is other books also. For example, during our time, I used to follow a book, I remember, which is called Resnick Halliday for physics. If you people are aware, there is a book named Resnick Halliday Walker. Now there are three authors to it. This was an excellent book to actually clear your concepts and prepare you for the numericals. For numericals, that book doesn't need numericals. Okay, you study the theory from there, and then you move on to HC Verma for numericals. So that becomes a very good base for your preparation, and then you start from the JEE last year papers of what has gone as far as physics is concerned. In chemistry, you start from NCRT, move on to any of the reference book. Like one of the reference book that I liked was Comprehensive Chemistry. There are Pradeep also. Pradeep series is also there. There are other books also. There is ML Khanna is also there. Any of these will do. So you can move from study NCRT, move on to the other book, and then keep practicing your past year question paper as well as from other sources also. In this boot camp, what we'll do, I believe that everybody has pretty much completed their syllabus. So we what we'll focus on is practicing question answers. Today is the first class, so I'm giving a limited idea. You will be getting your schedule tomorrow. There will be a 2 hour class. You will be getting your schedule. I will be posting the schedule. However, let's. How many of you want to go for JEE Advance also? Like have prepared for JEE Advance? Any of them have prepared for JEE Advance also? Hello? Hello? You can write in comments. Hello? Anyway, okay. I have prepared some questions from last year JEE. I have prepared from last year some questions from last year JEE to test your knowledge. You can post your answers. You can post your answers on the comment section. I'm sharing the screen right now. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. First one will be of chemistry. So this tab instead. Yes. Are people able to see it? Okay. First question, please. Write your answers in the comment section. Okay. First question, everyone. Let me make it a little bigger so that people can see the question clearly, even if you are using mobile. A solution of ammonium chloride is electrolyzed for 30 minutes using a current of 2 amperes. The amount of aluminium deposited at the cathode is मोलर मास दिया हुआ है 27 ग्राम्स पर मोल और क्लोरीन का दिया हुआ है 35.5 ग्राम्स पर मोल फैराडे कांस्टेंट इज 96500 कूलम पर मोल आई एम गिविंग यू 1.5 minutes for this. Sorry, I am having a little cold today. It's very cold in Delhi right now. Anybody has done it? 0.33 grams. Yes, Govind. Absolutely correct. For others, this is how you should be doing this. See, this is from the chapter of electrolysis chemistry. First, what you do is एक मिनट लेट मी सी हाँ फर्स्ट इज 30 मिनट्स को सेकंड्स में पहले कन्वर्ट करो ठीक है इट विल बी 1800 सेकंड्स सेकेंडली टोटल चार्ज कितना पास हुआ उसको कैलकुलेट करो व्हाट विल बी द टोटल चार्ज पास्ड इट विल बी योर 2 एम्पियर इनटू 1800 सेकंड्स ठीक है दैट विल बी द टोटल चार्ज पास्ड ठीक है देन डिटरमाइन फॉर one aluminum takes how many electrons 3 electrons so for 1 mole of aluminum 3 moles of electrons are required charge by Faraday's constant by Z that will give around 0. Moles of aluminum will be 0.0124 mole then multiply it into molar mass of aluminum that will give you the required answer good Govind good others if you have not done please do try to I will send this if I will send this to you second question please anybody with the second question which of the following statement is not true for radioactive decay Please write your answer on the comment section. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Any of them will be. Just to understand, decay constant, decay constant is same as chemical kinetics constant. It's a second degree constant. Okay, it's a second degree constant. It will not depend on temperature. So that is not the wrong one. It really does not depend on temperature. Third one is the wrong one. Decay constant increases with increase in temperature. It doesn't. Decay constant will remain constant with temperature. It doesn't depend on the temperature. It depends on the rate of the reaction. So, two's answer will be 3 or C. Okay. Others, I am requesting others also, please post your answers on the comment section. It's better if we engage each other. Okay. Acha, I have written it fourth. It will be third question actually. Everybody is aware of Lanthanoid series. I hope everybody is aware of Lanthanoid series. Anyone else? No one else. Okay, the answer will be 1A and B only. E- ha, A, yeah. Okay, it's okay. Answer will be A and B only. Okay. EU2 plus has 6s2, 4f7, if you remember. Sorry, EU. EU has. Okay. Okay, now am I audible, people? Yeah. Sorry, there was some net issue. I live in NCR. थोड़ा देर के लाइन चला गया था. Now it has come back. So, uh, what happens in European is that it is xenon 4f7 6s2, if you remember. So in 2 plus s orbital, s orbital is the outermost orbital here. Now, why is s orbital the outermost orbital? Even in the d block elements, if you have studied the block elements also, you will find that it's not the d block which is the outermost. It is the 4s which is the outermost in 3D and 5s in the case of 4D elements. What happens is that the d orbital has a lobe shape. It's like a four lobes. ऐसे it's like a flower that you draw in your childhood, and बीच में उसका nucleus रहता है. What happens is that the nucleus, the positive charge in nucleus can pull the electrons towards it in the d orbital. और s orbital में क्या होता है? It is spherical in shape, if you remember. So what happens in s orbital? Spherical in shape, the electrons are screened better than the d orbital from the nuclear charge of the nucleus. So because of this, the s orbital in the d block as well as in the f block will always be the valence orbital. So in this case, u2 plus, it will be 4f7 and 6s taken from the d orbital and 2 electrons are taken from the 6s orbital. So these two have a perfect 4f7 configuration. So in this case, it will be A and B, the answer. Question number, next question, please. Anybody has any doubt here in lanthanoid ions? अच्छा, next question में आओ थोड़ा. How many stereoisomers are possible for the given molecule? Govind has already given one answer. I'll be waiting for a minute for others to chip in. No one else is chipping in. There are 169 people here. Yes, the answer is 4. There are 4 stereoisomers possible. 2 of them are cis and trans around this double bond because there is no rotation is allowed around this double bond. And there is levo and what is the other name of levo and stereo? I think stereo rotatory. No. Dextro. Yes, around this. So there will be total of 4 stereoisomers. Correct, Govind. Very good. Achha, write down the. Achha, 1 minute. Sixth question, please. IUPAC name of the following compound. These are all JEE mains questions of 2025. Anyone else? This time I will wait for 2 minutes. The IUPAC name of the following compound. How many carbons are there? What will be the main chain of this carbon? The main chain will be from starting from here, COH, because it's a functional group. It's better always to include the functional group. This one, this one, this one, this one. Then, no, not this one, this one. This will be the main chain of the functional group because this contains both the functional groups as well as this chain is longer. One extra you are getting a carbon here. So how many carbons are there? One, two, three, four, five. This one six. This one, since it is attached with oxygen, one, two, three, four, five, six. This one is attached with oxygen, so we are not taking this. So in the sixth carbon, we have a methoxy group here because it's an ester. This one is an ester group. So it will be 6-methoxy carbonyl 2,5. This is second carbon. This is the second carbon. So 2-methyl, third, fourth, fifth. Again, 5-methyl hexanoic acid. So the answer will be, sixth question's answer will be fourth. 2 6-methoxy, since it's an ester, it is attached with oxygen. This will be methoxy carbonyl 2,5 dimethyl hexanoic acid. Is that understood? I hope it's understood. The answer will be 4,6-methoxy carbonyl 2,5 dimethyl hexanoic acid. This is from the first chapter of 12th. Arrange the following solutions in order of the increasing boiling point. Anyone? Question number 7, please. No one with question number 7. I'm giving 2 more minutes. How is boiling point increases? How boiling point changes with solution? First chapter, 12th class. Even if you are studying for CBSE, you should be knowing this. Anyone? See, listen carefully. Now, what happens here? The simply raising in boiling point, increase in boiling point depends on the concentration. It's a colligative property, if you remember. What is a colligative property? Colligative property is a property that does not depend on the nature of the solution. It depends only on the concentration of the solution. Is that understood? It depends on the concentration of the solution, or specifically the number of ions present in the solution. Now, urea. What is urea? Urea is an amine. It's a organic compound, and it is not very soluble in water. However, it is partially soluble in water. Somehow they are able to make this molar solution with urea, but it will not have what? It will not have ions. NaCl is more readily soluble, and it gives Na plus ions and Cl minus ions. What happens here is that uh, boiling point increase in the case of urea will be least. Now since all the three are NaCl, it will only depend on the concentration of the NaCl. So least concentration is 10 to the power minus 4 molar. This is the least concentration. This is the second least, and this is the most concentrated, 10 to the power minus 2 molar. So in this case, it will be 2, 1, 3, and 4. The order will be 2, 1, 3, and 4. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear by now. Seventh question. Anyone having any doubt, please write it in the comment section if anybody is having any kind of doubt. No one has any doubt, I hope. I think we have chemistry as far as I am concerned. I only prepared 7 questions because this is your first class. I had to understand like at what preparation level you people are. Uh, so as far as chemistry is concerned, I think all of you should attend the subsequent classes. We will be teaching with question and answers. Another thing that I want to show here, एक minute. Just wait for a sec. एक minute. If you're seeing, एक minute. Now these any kind of this is an example of the books that right now you should follow for your JEE mains. These books are actually nothing but past year questions which are given topic wise. You can get it in Amazon, you can get it in Flipkart, anywhere you like. Not just this publisher, you can have Disha, there is Arihan, there are other publishers as well. What can you do right now? For example, let's say you are studying physics chapter. Let's say you are studying motion in a straight line, both motion in a straight line as well as motion in a plane. You can read it and you can solve the questions given here in the physics one. Similarly, in chemistry, what you can do, you read a chapter, then solve questions from here. This will actually give you a very good idea about what kind of questions is asked from JEE Mains. Once you get an idea, when you keep practicing, second time when you keep reading that chapter, what will happen is that you will understand exactly what you have to read, what portion you can omit, what portion you can read. Okay, this will give a fair idea, and जो मेहनत होता है, it will be, I can call it, you can call it will be smart work rather than hard work. बहुत लोग होते हैं, in during my times also people used to study a lot but then never used to clear JEE क्योंकि they never used to understand the directional. See, studying is almost like a vector. Okay, it has a magnitude component, is how many hours you're studying, and it has a direction component also. The direction being that in what direction are you studying, in the right direction, are you studying so that you can get maximum marks. These books will give you a good idea about this. I'm not saying you buy from MTG. You can get it from MTG. You can get it from Arihant, any publisher. This will also help you in not just in JEE, any competitive exam you are going to give. This approach is going to help you. Anyway, I'm going back to the my. Okay. So as far as chemistry is concerned, today's discussion for chemistry is over. Let's discuss a little bit of physics. Now, chemistry is easier than physics in both JEE as well as your JEE mains and advanced. But one thing that physics beats in chemistry is that syllabus is very well defined. In physics, the syllabus is very well defined. Questions out of syllabus or questions that feels like out of syllabus but are in the syllabus are quite less in physics. Okay. First question, physics, anyone? Hello, physics anyone? First question. Please try this question. Even if the answer is wrong, it's not a problem. A great sage once used to say, a person who asks may seem fool for a moment. A person doesn't ask remains a fool for life. So please at least try this question on your own. I'm giving you 3 minutes. See what comes. Even if you have not studied that chapter, it's not a problem. See what comes to your mind. See, if you try, what happens now? Not Einstein, Thomas Alva Edison actually tried 50,000 times before he invented the bulb. Every time there was some mistake or the other, but the 50,000 times that he did it, he created history. When you try, some portion of your theory will go into your brain. Then you try again, it will go again into your brain a little. Then when you try in the exam hall, you will see that you have succeeded. I'm giving you 3 minutes for this. It's 11:52, 11:55. I will discuss this question. Anyone? It's actually very easy question. If you see, थोड़ा सा दिमाग चाहिए बस थोड़ा सा दिमाग चाहिए. Probably, I think this is the easiest question in physics of JEE Mains. ठीक है, it's 11:55. I think I should take it over now. A particle is projected at an angle of 30 degree from horizontal at a speed of 60 meter per second. The height traversed by the particle in the first second is h naught, and the height traversed in the last second before it reaches the maximum height is h1. So it will not be a parabola. Uh, Govind, no. See, h1 is given before it reaches the maximum height. Just before it reaches the maximum height is h1. Okay. It's not parabola. If it is given before it touches the ground, then your answer was correct, Govind. But it is given that before it reaches the maximum height. So it will be a straight line at a 30 degree from horizontal x-axis. So how it will be, it will, like, you have Cartesian coordinates x and y being the vertical, x being the horizontal. It will be 30 degree from, it has been thrown 30 degree, so the stone will go 30 degree. However, height will change in the vertical direction. The height will change in the vertical direction. Height is always vertical. So what will be, it's, if it's 30 degree from the horizontal, then it will be x, that is, it's dash and if it is x, let's say the velocity is v, then it will be v sine 30 in the vertical direction. Everybody agree that it will be v sine 30 in the vertical direction. Height is always vertical. Velocity will, we will have to calculate the vertical velocity in this case. Okay. So initial speed is 60. So initial vertical speed will be 60 sine 30, which will be 30. So now we have g given as 10 meter per second, where, but g is negative because gravitational acceleration is towards the earth. It's going away from the earth. So g in this case will be negative. So we can have h1 or s1 as h1, let's say h naught as ut minus half gt square, है ना? First second, so it will be, time will be 1 second. So ut will be 30 into 1 minus half into 10 into 1. So 30 minus 5, which will be 25. So h naught will be, no, I'm sorry, it's the last second bola hai na, last second bola. h1 will be 25, h naught will be, h naught will be 30 minus, again, half 80 square, which will be 5. So h1 by h naught will be, again, 25 by 5 is equal to 5. So the answer here will be 5. Hi Govind, you no need to retract your messages, it's okay. ठीक है, we come to the I'm sorry, there is some issue. There is some issue with the electric actually here today. Okay, is everybody able to see question number 3? work function of cesium and lithium metals are 1.9 electron volt and 2.5 electron volt respectively. If we incident a light of wavelength 550 nanometer on these two metal surfaces, then photoelectric effect is possible for the case of, let's anyone. Question number 3, anyone? No. Are you aware of the formula in electron volt and nanometer? Hc by lambda, anyone? Are you aware of this formula? Hc by lambda. What is H? H is the Planck's constant. C is the speed of light in vacuum. And lambda is the wavelength of the light. The wavelength of the light is given as 550 nanometer. So we have got lambda here. H is Planck's constant, 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 joules. Joules per meter, I think, yes. Joules second. Joule second, yes. Planck's constant is Joule second. So, and C is speed of light. So 6.62, so you know that hc by lambda. However, it is given in electron volt. If you see the question is given in electron volt. So you can do it in two ways. You can convert the Planck's constant into electron volt, and do it, or you can convert these two energies into joules and do it. In this case, it will be easier. There is a direct formula about electron volt and nanometer, because most of the questions come in nanometer or angstrom and in electron volt. So 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. सो एच को आप डिवाइड कर दो और वो कर दो, तो एक डेरिवेशन आता है इन इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एंड नैनोमीटर. इफ द यूनिट इज इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एंड नैनोमीटर, इट विल बी E is equal to 1240 by lambda. You can write it down in your copy. If it is given in electron volt and nanometer, it will be 1240 electron volt nanometer by lambda. Lambda must be also in nanometer. It cannot be in other. You have to convert everything in electron volt or into nanometer. Then only this formula will come into 1240 by lambda. Lambda should be in nanometer. This is in nanometer, 550. 1240 by 550 is around 2.25. 2.25 is between 1.9 and 2.5. It is less than 2.5. So lithium, there will be no photoelectric effect in lithium. However, there will be photoelectric effect in cesium, because it is more than the energy. The energy is more than the threshold energy, which is 1.9 electron volt. The energy that is coming is 2.25 electron volt. So the answer will be 2 cesium only. Let's come to the other question. See, we will be teaching you and we will make you practice these questions, okay? So nothing to worry if you are not able to do this. In the upcoming classes or boot camps, I will be teaching mostly in the form of question and answers. Theory we will give like in a short form if it's needed, really needed. But at this point, I don't think that detailed theory is needed. Anyway, question number. Anyone? Question number 4. Question number 4 is answer number 1. Acha, one topic that I wanted to discuss is how many hours are you giving every day for JEE? Right now, I hope everybody is giving at least 7 to 8 hours per day, because mathematics you have to give at least let us say 3 hours तो देना ही पड़ेगा आपको मैथमेटिक्स में. around 2.5 hours for physics and around 2 hours for chemistry every day. आप लोगों का स्कूल भी छुट्टी रहेगा अभी? आई थिंक स्कूल हॉलीडेज हॉलीडे शुड बी स्टार्टेड बाय नाउ. प्री बोर्ड ई बोर्ड तो खत्म हो गया होगा. दिल्ली में तो प्री बोर्ड खत्म हो चुका है ऑलमोस्ट. सेकंड प्री बोर्ड चल रहा है. So anyway, should give at least 8 hours per day, and every day try to practice at least one test paper. Like today you do one test paper of maths, tomorrow you do one test paper of physics, day after tomorrow you do one test paper of chemistry, then again next day one test paper of maths. See how much you are doing able to do in a given timeline. Be honest with yourself. Okay, because see, nobody is going to ask what you have done in your exam. It will show in your result. So be honest with yourself. We will also put some test paper. Today I'm seeing that people are little lacking in conceptual, but it's not a problem. We'll be teaching it every day. Every Saturday, Sunday, there will be 2 hours of webinar on this. So there is nothing to worry about. One of the many common mistakes I've seen people doing is that they study a lot, but there is no direction. I've said it in the first interaction itself that your study must be directional. It should be like a vector quantity. What happens is that people study a lot of theory, practice a lot of numerical, but then something out of the blue comes. There is always a possibility of something out of the blue coming. Always. Okay, something out of the blue comes and they get blown away. The JEE style. अरे यार, एक मिनट. The JEE style should be minimum study, maximum practice. What do I mean by that? Is that you study the theory up to a point that you have internalized the theory. You are able to visualize what is happening. Okay. For example, if there is solution, boiling point is increased. It's a colligative property. Boiling point is increased. There is a formula for increasing the boiling point. That's it. That's it. You don't have to, for JEE, you don't have to study the derivation of that formula. For CBSE, yes, definitely. I always in my classes. Hello? Anyway, what happens is that lot of students make this mistake till date. Now, coaching, it's not that coaching is required. Sometimes there are many coachings. When I cleared JEE, I did it without coaching. I did it from West Bengal. There was no coaching in West Bengal back then. There are some in Calcutta, but I used to live far away from Calcutta. So I did it without coaching, truth be said. But I was a little lucky because I had friends who were preparing for JEE and they were very serious. So got help from them also. And I helped them also. So we helped each other and four, five, six people of us were able to crack through. So not just JEE, there are other exams also. You will be facing lots of exams in your life. There is a very common pattern in all of this. The common pattern is read less, practice more. Practice should be directional. What I mean by directional? Now you will ask, sir, आप डायरेक्शनल डायरेक्शन तो बोल रहे हो, बट डायरेक्शन मिलेगा कहाँ से? हाँ, दैट्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन. डायरेक्शन कहाँ से मिलेगा? आई एम हियर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गिव द डायरेक्शन, बट क्योंकि अभी जनवरी हो चुका है and I hope most of you will be giving the exam in January and want to clear, give your best rank. Acha, another thing I can tell from my personal experience, the first attempt you give for your exam will be the best attempt you will give. तो सेकंड अटेम्प्ट जब दोगे ना, आप लोग ढीला हो जाओ थोड़ा सा. So you will see that most of the people who have cleared JEE advanced, gotten into IIT or NITs, they have done in the first attempt. Why? First attempt is always the best attempt. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्या होता है ना, थोड़ा सा आपके अंदर डर रहता है. दैट्स गुड. फियर इज गुड. फियर इज अ सर्वाइवल मैकेनिज्म इन ह्यूमंस. तो एक डर रहता है. डर की वजह से आप पढ़ते हो, एक्चुअली आप पढ़ने बैठते हो, ठीक है, और आप मन लगा के पढ़ते हो. और जब आप मन लगा के पढ़ते हो तो आपका चीजें होने लगती है. यू विल सी ऑटोमेटिकली, यू विल फाइंड अ कॉन्फिडेंस विद इन योर सेल्फ. एक कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है कि हाँ यार, ये मेरे से, ये अगर क्वेश्चन आया तो मैं कर लूंगा, अगर ये भी क्वेश्चन आया तो मैं कर लूंगा, इस चैप्टर से कुछ भी आया तो मैं कर लूंगा. दिस कॉन्फिडेंस एक बार में नहीं आता, ये आता है सेकंड अटेम्प्ट में. क्या होता है ना, आप फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट दे चुका, आपको लगता है कि अच्छा मुझे तो पता चल गया जेई किस टाइप का एग्जाम है, ठीक है, अब तो मैं कर लूंगा, कर लूंगा, ठीक है ना. दिस इज अ फॉल्स कॉन्फिडेंस, ठीक है. दिस इज एक्चुअली फॉल्स कॉन्फिडेंस कि मैं कर लूंगा क्योंकि मुझे तो पता है किस तरह का एग्जाम होता है. एंड दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंस मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल इज दैट सेकंड अटेम्प्ट उनका और बुरा जाता है. बट जो ये नहीं सोचते, दे स्टिल स्ट्रगल विद दैट फियर कि नहीं यार, पहली बार तो ठीक है देख लिया, अब और थोड़ा अच्छे से पढ़ते हैं, शायद हो सकता है कि क्वेश्चन थोड़ा चेंज हो जाए, ठीक है. जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है उससे हेल्प लेते हैं, उससे लर्न करते हैं, ठीक है. दीज आर द पीपल who get a much better rank in the second attempt. और मुझे लगता है कि आज के दिन में 2 से ज्यादा अगर आप अटेम्प्ट दे रहे हो, यू आर वेस्टिंग योर टाइम. ट्रूथ बी सेड, यू आर जस्ट वेस्टिंग योर टाइम, ठीक है. जिंदगी और भी पड़ी हुई है, जेई के पीछे ही नहीं भागना जिंदगी भर. एक अटेम्प्ट से ज्यादा देना ही नहीं है, पहले तो ये सोचना है, ठीक है. सो मोस्ट ऑफ यू दैट जनवरी में जब आप लोग एग्जाम में बैठो, 21 जनवरी से, you people are well prepared. It should happen. You people are able to see the question and find कि हाँ किस डायरेक्शन में जाना है. There is very paucity of time. इतना टाइम नहीं रहता वहां पे कि आप क्वेश्चन पेपर लेके बैठो और फिर उसको सॉल्व करो बैठ के. ऐसा नहीं होता. क्वेश्चन देखा, कौन से डायरेक्शन में जाना है, सीधा सीधा एकदम वहीं पे दिमाग में खिलना चाहिए. नहीं है तो मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम इन द क्वेश्चन. सीधा सीधा मूव ऑन करो. Nobody is going to see कि तुमने 10 डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन किए. नो, दैट इज नॉट. कितने क्वेश्चन तुमने सही किए, व्हाट इज योर स्पीड एंड व्हाट इज योर एक्यूरेसी, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी टेस्टेड. दिस इज नॉट एग्जाम ऑफ नॉलेज, दिस इज नॉट अ पीएचडी एग्जाम. दिस इज एग्जाम ऑफ व्हाट यू हैव स्टडीड इन 11 and 12. दिस बेसिकली इन अदर टर्म्स व्हाट वी कॉल एन एलिमिनेशन एग्जाम. एलिमिनेशन एग्जाम का मतलब कि कैसे लोगों को एलिमिनेट किया जा सकता है उसके लिए, क्योंकि इंडिया है, पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा है, अच्छे कॉलेजेस कम है, तो कुछ एक जरिया होना चाहिए जिससे कि लोग एलिमिनेट हो जाए, ठीक है. ये एक जरिया होता है लोग एलिमिनेट करने का, जेई मेंस एंड जेई एडवांस्ड, ठीक है. तो दीज आर एलिमिनेशन एग्जाम्स. दीज आर नॉट एन एग्जाम की बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज चाहिए, बहुत ज्यादा ये चाहिए फोकस्ड स्टडी, फोकस्ड प्रैक्टिस, दैट्स इट. बाकी तो हम लोग बैठे हैं, सर लोग बैठे हैं आपको हेल्प करने के लिए. हमारा जो एक्सपीरियंस रहा है उस हिसाब से जितना भी मेरे से हो सकता है, आई विल ट्राई टू हेल्प यू, ठीक है. तो आई होप ये हुआ है। तो लेट्स अगेन, ये वाला क्वेश्चन क्या किसी से नहीं हो पाया? गिवन बिलो टू स्टेटमेंट, वन इज लेवल टेल assertion, वन इज लेवल टेल रीजन, assertion रीजन, ये आती है फॉर योर काइंड इन्फॉर्मेशन दोनों जेई में। इफ यंग्स डबल स्लिट एक्सपेरिमेंट इज परफॉर्म्ड, यंग्स डबल स्लिट एक्सपेरिमेंट क्या देखते हैं? इंटरफेरेंस, consecutive fringes become closer, correct? रीजन इज स्पीड ऑफ लाइट रिड्यूस इन ऑप्टिकली, करेक्ट। स्पीड ऑफ लाइट तो ऑप्टिकली डेंसर मीडियम में रिड्यूस होता ही है, आपको पता ही होगा। क्यों? स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इज व्हाट? वेवलेंथ इनटू फ्रीक्वेंसी, फ्रीक्वेंसी अनचेंज रहता है, बट वेवलेंथ जो है डेंसर मीडियम में घटते रहता है। तो वेवलेंथ में क्या होता है? तो इसलिए क्या होता है? स्पीड घट जाता है। वैक्यूम में उसका सी रहता है, बट इन ग्लास और इन एटमॉस्फेयर द स्पीड इज नॉट सी, इट्स लेस देन सी। So the answer is 1. Both A and A are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. ठीक है? फोर्थ क्वेश्चन में now let's come to the fifth question, final question of this. Sliding contact of a potentiometer. In the middle of potentiometer wire having resistance Rp is 1 ohm as shown in the figure. External resistance of Re 2 ohm is connected via sliding contact. Anybody? इसमें क्या करो, 1 ओम को 0.5 ओम इधर कर दो, 0.5 ओम इधर कर दो, इसको बीच में कर दो. So now you have got a parallel connection as well as linear connection. A linear connection as well as a parallel connection. Parallel connection में क्या होता है? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, है ना? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. वो वाला फॉर्मूला लगाओ, 0.5 के साथ 2 को करो, है? 0.5 के साथ 2 को करो, तो it will be 0.5 plus 0.5 into 2 plus 2.0.5, it will come up to 0.9. तो जो करंट पास कितना होगा? 0.9 वोल्ट बाय 0.9, 1 एम्पेयर. 1 एम्पेयर कहाँ है आंसर? वेयर इज 1 एम्पेयर? 3. तो 3 इज द आंसर. ठीक है, three is the answer here. So as far as today is concerned, this paper I have discussed. कल से थोड़ा और फोकस स्टडी करना. आज बस ये टेस्ट करना था कि बच्चों के क्या लेवल है क्या नहीं है, यही टेस्ट करना चाहता था मैं. मैं ये भी सोचा था कि पहला दिन शायद क्वेश्चंस ना दूं, बट देन अगेन ये पहला दिन तो तुम लोगों के लिए है नहीं. ठीक है, यू हैव बीन स्टडीइंग दिस एंटायर ईयर. ठीक है, सो should have been able to solve all the questions, but it's okay. I am here to guide. कुछ क्वेश्चंस कुछ लोगों ने किए, फॉर एग्जांपल गोविंद पटेल ट्राई किया, और भी कुछ लोगों ने ट्राई किया. सो गुड, ट्राई करते रहो, ट्राई करने से ही सफलता मिलती है. तो मैं थोड़ा सा इंस्टीट्यूट के बारे में भी बात करना चाहता हूँ। एक मिनट रुक जाओ। अच्छा, कल आप लोगों का सेम लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग होगा 5 से 7 बजे, ठीक है, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. एंड टुमारो आई थिंक इन फिजिक्स वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट मोशन, और जो भी मोशन है सारे करेंगे, ठीक है, थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करेंगे, थोड़ा ओवरव्यू दे देंगे, उसके बाद वी विल बी प्रैक्टिसिंग द क्वेश्चंस इन केमिस्ट्री। केमिस्ट्री में क्या है कि थोड़ा सा मैं हमेशा ट्राई करता हूँ कि क्वांटम मैकेनिकल मॉडल ऑफ एटम लोगों को थोड़ा पढ़ा दूँ, क्योंकि उसके बाद में बहुत काम आता है, ऑर्बिटल और ये सब बहुत काम आता है। तो थोड़ा सा कल क्वांटम मैकेनिकल मॉडल ऑफ एटम और उसके ऊपर थोड़ा क्वेश्चंस कर लेंगे, ठीक है। अगेन सेशन विल बी ऑफ 2 आवर्स। अभी थोड़ा सा आप इंस्टीट्यूट के बारे में भी देख लो। तो हम लोग ये भी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं अब, फर्स्ट 4 ईयर कंप्यूटर साइंस प्रोग्राम, ठीक है, विथ स्पेशलाइजेशन इन AI ML। जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि मोस्ट ऑफ द जो IT जॉब्स है अब ये जाने वाला है बिकॉज ऑफ AI, ठीक है। तो बट जो लोग AI में सीख जाएंगे दे विल बी वेरी सेफ, इनफैक्ट दे विल हैव अ फास्टर करियर देन कंपेयर टू अदर्स। आज भी मेरे दोस्त जो लोग AI में हैं दे हैव एक्सीलेंट करियर्स। इवन गवर्नमेंट, मैं ये भी बोल रहा हूँ, मेरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज ऑल्सो हायरिंग अ लॉट ऑफ AI एक्सपर्ट्स, AI ML इंजीनियरिंग, साइबर सिक्योरिटी। और साइबर सिक्योरिटी, India is one of the most top targeted cyber security, especially originating from China, Pakistan, Turkey, US, name it. One of the top most। तो साइबर सिक्योरिटी प्रोफेशनल भी बहुत चाहिए, और मेरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में तो साइबर सिक्योरिटी प्रोफेशनल का तो बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड है, बहुत ज़्यादा, क्योंकि जो कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम्स हैं हमारे, ठीक है, जो इंडिया का पूरा कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम्स है, अगर उसको डिसरप्ट कर दिया तो जाने तो जा सकती हैं, मतलब वो बिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर का लॉस तो होगा ही एक दिन में, और उससे भी ज़्यादा जाने भी जा सकती है। साइबर सिक्योरिटी इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फील्ड दिस डेज। तो स्टेलर थैंकफुली दे हैव ब्रॉट, इट्स नॉट जस्ट एनी कंप्यूटर साइंस प्रोग्राम, ठीक है। एक तो होता है कि थियोरेटिकल कंप्यूटर साइंस, थ्योरी थ्योरी पढ़ा दिया, थोड़ा सा कोडिंग सिखा दिया, हो जाता है, ठीक है, वो नहीं है ये, ठीक है। स्पेशलाइजेशन कराएंगे, आपको सिखाया जाएगा, आपको हैंड्स ऑन प्रोजेक्ट दिया जाएगा, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। हैंड्स ऑन प्रोजेक्ट आपको दिया जाएगा, अगर जब तक आप हैंड्स ऑन प्रोजेक्ट नहीं करोगे आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा आप क्या कर रहे हो। तो ये इंडस्ट्री अलाइंड इंजीनियरिंग एजुकेशन है, हैंड्स ऑन प्रोजेक्ट आपको दिया जाएगा, इंटर्नशिप दिया जाएगा इन इंडस्ट्री प्रोफेशंस, ठीक है। जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड, इंडिया में 5 to 6% लोगों को इंडस्ट्री एक्सपोजर होता है जो इंजीनियर्स होते हैं, चाइना में दैट इज मोर देन 90%, दैट इज व्हाई चाइना इज अहेड ऑफ अस। विजन है टू बिल्ड अ ग्लोबल इकोसिस्टम, इसका लर्न बिल्ड एंड लॉन्च रियल वर्ल्ड मेंटरशिप, जैसे अभी रियल वर्ल्ड मेंटरशिप हो रहा है, प्रैक्टिकल एग्जीक्यूशन। ये हमारे CEO साहब हैं मिस्टर जगदीश पटेल स्टेलर के। ये जो है आज के दिन में जो इशू फेस कर रहे हैं इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट्स, जो ये इश्यूज फेस कर रहे हैं इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट्स, यू कैन सी कि इंजीनियरिंग तो कर रहे हैं बट जॉब नहीं। इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग न्यूज़पेपर एंड इवन मतलब रील्स वील्स भी अगर देखते हो तो ये चीज आपको दिखेगी कि इंजीनियर्स को नौकरी नहीं मिले। इट्स नॉट बिकॉज की जॉब्स अवेलेबल नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम इंजीनियर्स आर नॉट एम्प्लॉयबल। बोथ द इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स, द इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स आर क्राइंग कि जो है, जो इंडियन इंजीनियर्स है दे आर नॉट एम्प्लॉयबल। ये तो मैं अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में भी देख रहा हूँ, मैं ज्यादा नहीं बोलूंगा बट थोड़ा सा मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ। वी डेवलप वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स सिस्टम्स, ठीक है। कभी कभी क्या होता है, कुछ एक छोटा सा पार्ट होता है उसका जो कि इंडिया में नहीं मिलता है, बाहर मिलता है, ठीक है, उसको लाना पड़ता है। बस वो पार्ट अगर खराब हो गया, वी हैव टू कॉल एन इंजीनियर फ्रॉम लेट्स से इजराइल और US। उसका प्लेन का खर्चा देना पड़ता है, उस वो 5 स्टार से कम में रुकता नहीं है, और वो बस छोटा मोटा काम करके चला जाता है। क्यों? क्योंकि वो जो छोटा सा जो उसने बनाया है, वो इंडिया में नहीं बना पा जा रहा है, नहीं बन रहा है वो इंडिया में, बहुत कोशिश के बाद भी नहीं बन रहा है। नए इंजीनियर्स को दिया गया, आईटीज में दिया गया, फिर भी नहीं बन रहा है वो। somehow Israel and US they are able to make this, और हमसे मिलियंस एंड मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स लेते हैं बस उस छोटा चीज के लिए। उस छोटा चीज अगर नहीं चला तो सिस्टम नहीं चलेगा। तो जो है दैट इज इट इज सिमिलर, ये बस मेरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं, इट इज सिमिलर इन ऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन इंडिया। कंपनीज जो है, जो बहुत ही क्रिटिकल चीजें हैं, वो कई बार आउटसोर्स करना पड़ता है फॉरेन में। एंड दिस इज ऑल, जबकि इंडिया में इतने सारे इंजीनियर्स हैं। तो स्टेलर जो है इट इज ट्राइंग टू ब्रिज दैट गैप। एंड हाउ? जैसे एकेडमिक करिकुलम इंडस्ट्री रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से बनाओ, हैंड्स ऑन नॉलेज दो, प्रोजेक्ट दो, कॉर्पोरेट मेंटरशिप मिलेगा आपको, इंडस्ट्री ड्रिवन रहेगा, डेली लैब प्रोजेक्ट्स, केस स्टडीज, रियल वर्ल्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स, कॉर्पोरेट मेंटर्स, डिग्री पोर्टफोलियो, गारंटी। ठीक है, एक पर्सनल लैपटॉप आपको दिया जाएगा। ठीक है, स्मार्ट क्लासरूम्स रहेंगे, आप घर में बैठ के भी पढ़ सकते हो इनफैक्ट। एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप भी अगर आपको करना है उसका भी गाइडेंस आपको दिया जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारा जो सीईओ है, ही इज हिमसेल्फ एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, he can also guide you, as well as there are other people also from experienced startup founders, 25 CTOs, they can guide you। ओपन सोर्स कोडिंग भी आपको सिखाया जाएगा, एआई टूल्स, इंडस्ट्री ट्रिप, मैकबुक्स। ये क्लब्स भी रहेंगे। अब बस पढ़ाई तो नहीं करना है, थोड़ा सा आप लोगों को अगर वो भी करना है तो खेल कूद के लिए भी है, स्पोर्ट्स सीन भी है, ये भी है। सो आई बीन लकी इन मेनी वेज कि मैं थोड़ा सा टॉप इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज से पास किया था। तो जो चीज़ें यहाँ पे अभी बताई जा रही है, ये हमें पढ़ाया गया था। एंड इनफैक्ट इंडस्ट्री भी, इंडस्ट्री तो खुद ही बुलाती है। खैर वहाँ पे तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कि इंडस्ट्री एक्सपोजर नहीं है, वहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री एक्सपोजर तो मिलता ही है। बट इट इज़ वेरी गुड कि स्टेलर जो है आउट ऑफ आईआईटी एंड आउट ऑफ एनआईटीज भी ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि यही सब चीज़ें पढ़ाने के लिए। ठीक है, तो बहुत ही काम की चीज़ है ये। One of my friend got a job in Amazon only because he studied advanced data structures very well। उसने कुछ नहीं पढ़ाई किया, लेकिन उसने एडवांस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर अच्छे से पढ़ा, कोडिंग किया, सब कुछ किया, और उसी के बेसिस पे उसको अमेजोन में जॉब लग गई थी। सो ऐसा मत सोचो। ठीक है, अच्छे से पढ़ो, आप लोगों को भी मिल सकता है। अमेजोन डजंट सी कि कौन आईटी है, कौन एनआईटी है, कौन ये है, कौन वो है। ठीक है, ये अलग बात है कि सिंस दोज आर इंटेलिजेंट पीपल एंड दे दो आर हार्ड वर्किंग पीपल, दे गेट इन मोर। बट कोई भी घुस सकता है, देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ एग्जांपल्स। ईयर 3 स्पेशलाइजेशन में देखिए, ईयर 1 में आपको ये बेसिक सिखाया जाएगा, ईयर 2 में आपको ये सब बैक एंड डेवलपमेंट, एडवांस्ड एल्गोरिदम्स, ये सब सिखाए जाएंगे। ये दीज आर ऑल इंडस्ट्री बेस्ड स्टडीज। और ईयर 3 में आपको स्पेशलाइजेशन दिया जाएगा, और फिर ईयर 4 में आपको इंडस्ट्री प्रोजेक्ट्स दिया जाएगा। सो आप लोग कर सकते हो। ये हमारे ट्रेनर्स हैं इसके लिए। ये जिन्होंने गूगल समर ऑफ कोड भी क्लियर किया है। ठीक है, तो लेट्स मीट टुमारो, लेट्स मीट टुमारो एट 5 PM। ठीक है, टुमारो वी विल स्टार्ट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ टॉपिक वाइज, हाँ, एंड इट विल बी अ लिटिल मोर फोकस्ड। आज तो बस ओवरव्यू ओवरव्यू था, थोड़ा सा मैंने देखा कि स्टूडेंट्स का क्या लेवल प्रिपरेशन है, थोड़ा सा लैकिंग है, डोंट वरी, बट इट कैन बी डन। अभी भी टाइम है आपके पास, और आप लोग पढ़े हो, ऐसा नहीं आप लोग नहीं पढ़े हो। थोड़ा सा जिसको मेरे लैंग्वेज में बोला घोंसा मांझा, मतलब थोड़ा सा उसको और घिसना जरूरी है। सो विल गेट इट डन। कल 5 to 7 करते हैं, ठीक है। Okay. Thank you, everyone. My name is Kaustav Mandal. I am a pass out of IIT Kharagpur. आई डिड मैथ्स एंड कंप्यूटिंग, और ये सिलेबस मुझे थोड़ा पता है, मैंने भी पढ़ा था ये, जो स्टेलर में कराया जा रहा है। तो एनीवे, लेट्स मीट टुमारो एट 5 p.m. ठीक है। ओके, थैंक यू फॉर अटेंडिंग दिस सेशन।